Roman Reigns vs Jey Uso at SummerSlam, the road to redemption. Hold on to your seats, WWE fans, because the drama is heating up faster than a steel cage match. Jey Uso has officially said yes to Roman Reigns' bold challenge for a tag team battle at SummerSlam, promising a night of intense family reunions and revenge that's got everyone talking. If you've been following the storylines, you know Reigns, often hailed as the dominant tribal chief, threw down the gauntlet on social media, directly calling out Bron and Bronson Reed while urging his real-life cousin Jey Uso to jump back into the fray with him. Jey didn't hesitate, confirming his spot in the match through an Instagram post, which locks in another blockbuster event for this premium live event. Think of PLEs as WWE's high-stakes pay-per-view spectacles that bring the biggest rivalries to life on a grand stage. Now, let's break this down a bit for those new to the wrestling world. At its core, this tag team matchup isn't just about pinning opponents, it's all about settling a deep-seated grudge. Roman Reigns is out to even the score with Paul Heyman, his former right-hand man who pulled a shocking betrayal at WrestleMania 41. Heyman, who had been Reigns' trusted advisor for years, switched sides and teamed up with the likes of Seth Rollins, Bron and Bronson Reed. Imagine a close friend turning coat in a high-stakes game. That's the kind of emotional betrayal that fuels these storylines and keeps fans hooked. But here's where it gets controversial. Some might argue that Heyman's move was a smart play for survival in the cutthroat world of WWE, while others see it as an unforgivable act of disloyalty. Could this match actually bring closure, or is it setting the stage for even more betrayal and chaos? And SummerSlam isn't stopping there, it's packed with other epic clashes that could steal the show. For instance, John Cena, the iconic veteran who's been a cornerstone of WWE for decades, will be defending the undisputed WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes, a rising star who's captured hearts with his relentless drive and underdog spirit. Then there's the showdown between Gunther and CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship, pitting raw power against gritty determination in what could be a match for the ages. And this is the part most people miss, with multiple titles on the line and personal vendettas boiling over. This event has the potential to completely shift the power dynamics in WWE, creating new heroes and villains in the process. What do you think? Will Jey Uso and Roman Reigns reunite successfully and crush their opponents, or does Paul Heyman's new alliance have what it takes to pull off an upset? Is this the end of an era or just the beginning of more twists? I'd love to hear your thoughts and predictions in the comments. Let's get the debate started. This piece was crafted by Michael Reichlin, a dedicated wrestling follower since 1989, who's been dishing out news and insights since 1998 and has witnessed countless electrifying events across the U.S. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso destroy and Reed. Raw recap July 21, 25 SummerSlam setup. WWE Raw results. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso unleash fury on Bron and Bronson Reed. In a shocking turn of events, Roman Reigns made it crystal clear that he hasn't forgiven Paul Heyman for his betrayal at WrestleMania 41. The tension was palpable as Reigns rejected Heyman's offer to lead the group consisting of Bron and Bronson Reed on Monday night's Raw. The night's events took a dramatic turn when Heyman extended an olive branch to Reigns, proposing that he take the reins of the group while Seth Rollins is sidelined with a knee injury. However, Reigns was having none of it, pointing out that Heyman was the mastermind behind the Bloodline's downfall. The confrontation quickly escalated into a brawl, with and Reed gaining the upper hand before Jey Uso intervened to save Reigns. This thrilling development has set the stage for a potential showdown at SummerSlam, which is just around the corner. The question on everyone's mind is, will Reigns and Uso be able to take down and Reed? The night kicked off with Paul Heyman, accompanied by and Reed, making a bold statement in the ring. Heyman heaped praise on the two men, touting them as the future of the industry. However, his attempt to woo Reigns was met with resistance, as the latter stormed into the ring, his music blaring. Heyman's silver-tongued attempt to persuade Reigns to join forces was rebuffed, with Reigns delivering a scathing verbal attack on the veteran promoter. Reigns pulled no punches, warning that Heyman would eventually take credit for his success, just as he had done with Reigns in the past. The Usos, Solo Sikoa, and Sami Zayn were credited by Reigns as the key to his title reign, with the bloodline being hailed as God's work. However, Breakker fired back, claiming that Reigns was worthless, and that Heyman would never stab him in the back. The war of words culminated in Reigns delivering a thunderous Superman punch to Breakker, followed by a vicious attack on Reed. Just as Breakker and Reed seemed to be gaining the upper hand, Jey Uso burst into the ring, taking down both men with his trademark ferocity. The night ended with Reigns and Uso standing tall, having delivered a crushing double spear to their adversaries. It appears that the stage is set for a thrilling encounter between Reed and Breakker versus Reigns and Uso at SummerSlam. This matchup promises to be an exciting addition to the card, allowing WWE to showcase Reigns in a relatively safe and risk-free environment. With Seth Rollins sidelined, the company is pulling out all the stops to keep his group relevant until his return. Grade B. Other highlights from the action-packed night included CM Punk and Gunther engaging in a heated face-off to kick off the show. Punk, never one to back down from a challenge, asserted his confidence in taking down Gunther at SummerSlam. However, Gunther remained unfazed, claiming that Punk was no longer the best in the world. Sheamus emerging victorious against Rusev via pinfall, courtesy of a devastating brogue kick. El Grande Americano and Dragon Lee engaging in a fierce brawl after Lee interrupted Americano's interview. LWO securing a hard-fought win over New Day and the Creed brothers, with Joaquin Wilde rolling up Kofi Kingston for the pin. This victory propelled LWO to the top of the rankings, making them the #1 contenders for the World Tag Team Championship. Becky Lynch laying down the gauntlet to Lyra Valkyria, proposing a new stipulation for their SummerSlam match. Lynch reversed the terms of their previous encounter, stating that if she emerges victorious, Valkyria will never again be able to challenge her for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Valkyria accepted, but only if the match was contested under no disqualification rules. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez successfully defending their Women's Tag Team Championship against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. The match was marked by interference from Dominic Mysterio, who was inadvertently kicked by Rodriguez. AJ Styles made a surprise appearance, masquerading as a medic to revive Mysterio. Karrion Kross securing a pinfall victory over Sami Zayn, courtesy of a vicious steel pipe attack. Dominic Mysterio launching a sneak attack on AJ Styles, setting the stage for a potential showdown at SummerSlam. Stephanie Vacker emerging victorious against Io Sky via disqualification, following interference from Chelsea Green. The match was marked by a series of twists and turns, including an attack from Naomi and a surprise appearance by Rhea Ripley. As the dust settles on this action-packed episode of Raw, one thing is clear, the stage is set for an unforgettable SummerSlam. Will Roman Reigns and Jey Uso be able to take down Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed? Can CM Punk overcome the formidable Gunther? The answers will have to wait until SummerSlam, but one thing is certain, the WWE Universe is in for a wild ride. Paul Heyman accepts Roman Reigns' challenge for SummerSlam Tag Team match. When it comes to high-stakes drama in the world of professional wrestling, few things can rival the electrifying tension building up to WWE SummerSlam. This year's event just became even more explosive as Paul Heyman has officially accepted Roman Reigns' challenge for a tag team match, but here's where it gets controversial. Does this verbal agreement make it official? Let's dive deeper into what's shaping up to be one of the most talked about showdowns in recent memory. On July 23, 2025, Adam Glynn caught up with Paul Heyman in New York City, where the renowned manager addressed Roman Reigns' bold call-out from the previous day. In that video, Reigns proposed a tag team clash featuring himself and Jey Uso against Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed at SummerSlam. The stakes couldn't be higher, and Heyman didn't hesitate to respond. Roman Reigns has picked his poison, Heyman declared confidently, and now he can pick the date. He continued by stating, Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed accept the challenge for Roman Reigns and Jey Uso at SummerSlam. With trademark bravado, Heyman added, "Welcome to my island of relevancy." But let's pause for a moment, what exactly does all this mean? For those unfamiliar with wrestling jargon, picking your poison essentially means choosing an opponent or scenario you're willing to face, even if it's daunting. In this case, Reigns is doubling down on his desire to confront not only Heyman but also the formidable duo of Breakker and Reed. It's clear that both sides are bringing their A game, but will words translate into action? According to Heyman, they absolutely will. "If I say it, it's biblical bitches," he proclaimed, leaving no room for doubt about his commitment to seeing this match through. Adding another layer of intrigue is the involvement of Jey Uso, who has agreed to reunite part of the original Bloodline faction alongside Reigns. Fans may recall that the Bloodline was once an unstoppable force within WWE, dominating storylines and championships alike. However, internal fractures led to its dissolution, making this partial reunion all the more compelling. Does this signal a potential full restoration of the Bloodline down the line? Or is this merely a temporary alliance born out of necessity? These questions have sparked heated debates among fans online. One thing is certain, emotions will run high when these two teams collide at MetLife Stadium next weekend. Roman Reigns undoubtedly has revenge on his mind after being blindsided by Heyman and his allies during a previous encounter. To understand why tensions are so palpable, we need to rewind to WrestleMania earlier this year. At that time, Heyman shocked audiences by turning on Reigns, delivering a low blow known as the OTC, over the clothes, strike below the belt. This betrayal marked the end of their partnership and saw Heyman aligning himself with Seth Rollins instead. Now, with Heyman standing firmly in Reigns' crosshairs, the stage is set for a battle royale unlike any other. Will Reigns reclaim his dominance, or will Heyman prove once again that loyalty in wrestling often comes with strings attached? And this is the part most people miss. Behind every dramatic feud lies a web of personal history, strategic alliances, and calculated risks. Every move matters, and every decision could change the course of careers. So, what do you think? Is this destined to become an instant classic, or are there red flags signaling trouble ahead? Clear your calendars because SummerSlam promises to deliver unforgettable moments, and perhaps redefine rivalries forever. Do you believe Heyman's confidence is justified, or is Reigns poised to silence him once and for all? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear which side you're rooting for.